All right, let's jump right in. Today we're going to break down one of the most incredible academic awards in the entire world, the Gates Cambridge Scholarship. Seriously, if you've ever dreamed of getting a world-class education but thought, how could I ever afford that? Well, you're going to want to stick around for this.
And you know, that idea of a chance, that's exactly what we're all about here at True School. Our whole thing is connecting you with these game-changing opportunities. Because look, this scholarship, it's not just about the money. It's about giving you a real shot to chase your biggest, boldest ideas at the absolute highest level.
So let's just ask the big question right up front. I mean, have you ever pictured yourself walking through the incredible, historic halls of Cambridge University? And then, did you kind of push that dream aside because, let's be real, the cost is just huge. Okay, but what if I told you that entire barrier, that whole money problem, could just disappear?
Okay, so let's dive into the most exciting part first. You hear the term fully funded all the time, right? But what Gates Cambridge means by that is on a whole other level. It's pretty extraordinary, so let's break down exactly what you get.
And yeah, when we say the full cost, we mean it. This isn't some little discount on your tuition fees. Nope, this is a massive, comprehensive package. The whole idea is to let you focus 100% on your studies, on your research, without ever having to worry about money.
Get this, on top of paying for everything, they actually give you a living stipend. For the 2024-25 academic year, that's £21,000 for the year. That's your money for your living expenses so you can just focus on your work. It's incredible.
Now, to be clear, this is a really exclusive award. They only give out about 80 of these scholarships each year. We're talking to applicants from all over the globe. So it creates this small, super tight-knit community of scholars. And just so you know, about 2/3 of those spots usually go to PhD candidates.
So the core funding package is basically designed to get rid of all the big headaches for you. I mean, your university tuition? Totally paid. Your flight to the UK and back home again? Covered. They even take care of your visa costs and that immigration health surcharge. All the big stuff is handled before you even pack your bags.
And believe it or not, the support doesn't even stop there. The Scholarship Trust, they get that life happens, so they have extra discretionary funding. Need to go to a conference? They can help. Have kids? There's an allowance for that. Need to do fieldwork for your research? They've got funding for that too. It just goes to show they're really invested in you as a whole person, not just as a student.
Okay, so the prize is obviously amazing, which leads to the big question, right? Who actually gets this? What does the ideal Gates Cambridge scholar even look like? Because I can tell you right now, it's about a lot more than just getting good grades.
All right, first up, let's cover the absolute basics, the non-negotiables. You have to be a citizen of any country outside of the UK. That's rule number one. And you have to be applying for one of their eligible full-time postgraduate courses. Oh, and it's cool they have this pilot program now for a part-time PhD, which is a nice bit of new flexibility.
Okay, listen up, because this part is super important and where people can get tripped up. While a ton of postgraduate courses are eligible, there's a very specific list of degrees that are not. We're talking about really popular ones like the MBA and the MPhil, plus, of course, any undergraduate degrees. So, seriously, your very first step should be to go to the official website and double-check that the course you want is on the eligible list.
So, let's say you've checked all those boxes. Your course is eligible, you're good to go. What's next? Well, this is where the real application begins, because the Gates Cambridge Trust isn't just looking for someone who's eligible on paper. They are searching for 4 very specific qualities that really define who their scholars are.
And this right here, this is the absolute heart and soul of the scholarship. It's not just about being smart for the sake of being smart. It's about taking that academic brilliance and using it to make a real, tangible, positive difference in the lives of other people. This is the core of everything they do. It's completely non-negotiable. And so here they are, what they call the 4 pillars. First, you need outstanding academic excellence. That's a given. But you also need to have really strong reasons for why you chose that specific course at Cambridge. And then you have to show that commitment to helping others that we just talked about, and you have to demonstrate that you have leadership potential.
All right, so now you know what they're looking for. The next question is, how do you actually do it? How do you apply? Let's walk through the step-by-step blueprint for putting your application together.
Okay, you're going to want to get your calendars out for this. The application portal opens up in September. Now, if you're a U.S. citizen, pay attention, you have a separate earlier deadline in October. For everybody else, your deadline will depend on your course, but it's going to be a date in either early December or early January. You absolutely cannot miss these deadlines.
One of the best things about this is how simple they've made the process. You just start a single application on the main Cambridge graduate portal. In that application, you'll do all your normal course admission stuff, academics, CV, all that. Then you'll get to a special funding section where you answer 4 short questions, and guess what? They're based on those 4 pillars we just talked about. The last piece is getting your references together. You'll need 2 academic ones and 1 special one just for Gates Cambridge.
And honestly, this is such a relief. You don't have to juggle a totally separate, massive application for the scholarship itself. It's all baked right into your main university application. So much more efficient, all in one place. Okay, so we've covered the what, the who, and the how. Now let's get to the most important part, right? How do you go from just being another qualified person to being one of the 80 who actually get selected? What's the secret sauce? What's that winning edge?
Here are a few really practical tips that can make a huge difference. First, you've got to connect the dots for them. Show them a clear line from your past experiences to the course you've chosen to your big future goals. Make it all one seamless story. Second, don't just say, "I'm a leader." Prove it. Use concrete, specific examples. And finally, and this is a big one, you need to talk to your Gates Cambridge referee. Make sure they know exactly what those 4 pillars are so they can write a powerful reference that hits all the right notes.
And that really brings us right back to where we began, doesn't it? Look, the application process can seem like a lot, and yeah, the competition is intense. But just remember, every single person who has ever won this incredible scholarship started in the exact same place you are right now, just deciding to take a chance on one single opportunity.
So really, that question on the screen is for you. This could be it. This could be your chance. A fully funded education at one of the best universities on the planet, joining a global network of people changing the world. The only question is, will you take it? Hey, for more amazing opportunities just like this one, make sure you subscribe to True Show and come join our community. We've got over 700,000 followers over on Instagram. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today.